It's an outlet, man.
That's I was going nuts. I couldn't practice. We couldn't practice for a year.
Yeah,
like
that must
I
have been
couldn't.
tough.
I was going nuts, man. Like I was really messed up. Like I was really messed up, not being able to just like I couldn't even go to the gym.
Mm-hmm.
Like the gym was totally shut down. I couldn't go to my office. I couldn't just I got a shooting machine. Sometimes I go in there and shoot. Just kind of release my mind and stuff. Nothing. And and just being in the gym and being able to coach my kids, man, it just took a just like
yeah,
like I could just freaking relax. I'm in an environment that I really, really enjoy being in. Like I really enjoy squeak of the shoes on the floor, hearing the ball bounce, hearing the interaction with the kids. It's man, I could just literally sit in the gym all day, man. When that COVID hit, man, that messed me up. That really messed me up.
I feel like the impacts, and working in the mental health field, the impacts of COVID, we don't even know yet. Like they're going to start happening now because people were so focused on not getting it. You just brought up a good point, which is the way you were feeling being away from the gym. Can you imagine how much these students were feeling who lived in troubled homes and their only escape is going to that practice, or like you said, the late night ones,
or just going to school.
Yeah,
just going to school.
You know how many people get meals from school? That's their only meal. And I was that kid.
I didn't realize that until the COVID hit, like because they were still giving out breakfasts and lunches.
Oh, they were? That's good.
I didn't know that. But I didn't realize, like you just said, how many people depend on those 2 meals.
I was a hustler for those meals. I
didn't realize it. I'd like I saw the lines for people in the morning, and I was bugging out. Like I didn't, you don't see it. You don't see it, and I'm like, man, like this is something. Like this is really something.
Yeah, it's super important, and people don't. It's going to start coming out the way, the adverse effects, like the way it's going to affect you later on when you miss out on those things. Because I think we mentioned that earlier about camaraderie and what we do, and you mentioned that feel like I got to get in there, I got to shoot a little bit. Those are things that make you happy. You have to do those things in order to do the things that make you unhappy, that make you money, or that are part of life.
Right.
And when you take that away from someone, which millions of people over the world have been taken, something's been taken away from them. It causes depression. It causes anxiety. Those things lead to bad choices. Those things lead to hurting people or allowing yourself to be hurt.
Right.
And so maintaining yourself, this is my mental health, man. Like this right now, the way you feel about basketball is how I feel about this conversation. I need this to do the things that I need to do because I need human interaction. I need genuine conversation. I need all these things. I need to meet new people. I need to, all those things. That's how I feel. And if that was ever taken away from me, I know for a fact, given my history as a human being on this earth, it's going to cause some bad things for me. And so I have to be aware of that and be creative. All right, I can't, during the pandemic, I can't have people face to face. How else can I do this?
Right.
Can it be through Zoom? I didn't do the podcast, but I did things during the pandemic to keep my mental health up. And I hope people out there are doing the same thing because it's tough, man. And I don't think we truly know the effects until years from now. We're going to look back and be like, why is everyone so scared to touch people? Why are people so scared to ask questions?
Right.
Like, why are we so sensitive when someone disagrees with someone? And
it's hard. It's hard. I mean, the kids came back to school and you can see the social component, man. Like,
how was it? What'd you notice when they came back?
Man, the kids the interaction was weird. Like it was like like you said, like they didn't know, do I speak? Do I not speak? Do I hug? Do I not hug? Do I even shake your hand?
Yeah.
Do I even shake your hand? Like the kids are in class and normally you would have an interaction with the kids in class. The interaction's gone because they haven't done it in a year.
Yeah.
Like they haven't interacted in a year. It's a weird dynamics. And then you have some kids come back, some kids didn't.
Mm-hmm.
So some classes are full and some aren't. Social distancing in the class. The kids can't sit right next to each other no more. You have to have that space now. It's a I'm not going to even say weird. It's just a total different dynamics now. And it's interesting. It's interesting to see.
That's where you learn it the most is like school. There's a lot of benefit. People always say like, homeschool your kid. What are the benefits of sending people to school? That's one of the major benefits is learning how to communicate and be in a community and learning interaction.
Definitely.
And so that's the most powerful thing about being in a public school, I should say, over a private school. And that got taken away. And so it's like, it's just tough. I really hope. That's why in my field, I offer support, offer whatever I can offer, whether it's a conversation or something, because people need to start thinking about some of these things because it's not going to be smooth sailing once the vaccine spread around. People are still going to freak out. Everything's going to be super amplified, which it already is. And when you shove enough information in one person's face, it's like, oh, like You mentioned earlier, like I wasn't aware of how many people like needed the school meals.
Right.
Nothing wrong with that at all. Naturally, you're not aware of something that you're not a part of, right?
Right.
And so now no one was a part of anything for a whole year. Like how much
Man.
weird things do you think are going to happen now?
I mean, man, I'm just crossing my fingers and praying that we can just get back to whatever normal used to be, man. Like, you know, it's because at any given day they can shut stuff down, you know, and that's scary to me.
Yeah.
You know, I mean.
Hey, fun random fact of the day. The Cookie Monster from Sesame Street has a real name, and his name is Sid. Not a lot of people know that. They just started calling him the Cookie Monster because that's what he is. Google it. And if it's true, which it is, come back here and subscribe.